What's going on, everyone? Sherb Hunter from Misfit HQ today, talking to you about some burpee muscle up tips. The burpee muscle up, a super metabolically demanding movement, and depending on your probably technical skill, you can make these a little bit easier by controlling the rings. So the tip today is basically controlling the rings and using the fact that they're going to be swinging as a way to dictate your pace. So when Sherb hops up, I'm going to have him just do one. He's going to come down, he's going to do his burpee, and then he's going to look up. And what you should see is that he'll do his muscle up, he'll come down, he'll do his burpee, and once he stands back up, those rings should be coming back towards him, so he could theoretically hop right up for the next rep. So just one for right now.
Burpee first?
Burpee first.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, sorry, dog. You need him. So he hops up. Gets his muscle up, he controls himself, lets go of the rings are swinging back, and then he could hop right back up, okay? So in order to get that, set yourself up to have that as a potential option, the key is coming down under control. So it depends on who you are, how heavy you are, your limb length, everything like that. We don't want to be sitting, leaning too far back like we would maybe for a set of muscle ups, but we also don't want to drop just straight down so all of a sudden our arms go from here to clunk. Okay, so it's controlling the rings a little bit, and then as he lets go, he's not letting them kind of fling out of his hands, okay? They need to be straight and swinging in a natural motion, okay? So if we do all of those things right, you kind of have two options. Like we just saw, those rings were coming back. Sherb could have hopped up and done that. And he could probably sustain that for a handful of reps before he starts to really fatigue. Once we start to fatigue, or maybe from the get-go, having that control, you can look up, see the rings coming back, you can allow them to pass over your head, pass back, and then get them basically on the second go. So it's almost like the oscillation of the rings is dictating when you do your next rep. So Sherb's going to do a set of 3 here, where he tries to get the rings as they're coming back on the first go. So he controls on the way down, doesn't let him fly, and he can hop right back up for his second one. Let's see if he can do it for another one. Boom. Okay, so on all 3 reps there, we saw him let go of the rings in such a way that they swung back, swung back, forward, and then as he was coming up, he was able to jump. I'm going to have him do a set of 2 now, where we actually watch, let's say he's getting really tired, it's toward the end of a workout, maybe it's just like right now because he's kind of tired, but he needs the additional second or 2 of rest, so all he's going to do is the exact same thing. He's still going to do his burpee fairly quickly, but once he stands up, he's going to have a second or 2 because those rings are going to make one more pass before he hops up for his second rep. So still all the same mechanics, needs to come down under control, does his burpee. So instead of hopping up here, he waits. Gonna do one more burpee and just jump up to the rings on that second pass. Rings, he would normally hop up there, but he needs the rest, and now he can hop up for what would be his 3rd rep. Oh damn, bonus rep.
It's because I do my burpee.
Sherb needs his fitness, okay? So as you can see, there's a lot of ways to use this movement. There's almost built-in rest in this movement, depending on your fitness level, really. But either way, we want to make sure that we're not just letting those rings go. So once you lock out at the top, we're pushing away just enough to not yank on our shoulders, but not so much that we get the rings swinging all over the place. Once he does that burpee, he can decide whether to catch the rings on that initial swing back, or he needs a little bit of rest. He's going to let him pass one more time. There's your burpee muscle up tip for the day. Give it a shot. We'll see you guys next time.